Erev Shabbat Shalom and Chodesh Tov. Today's Rosh Chodesh, the first day of the second month of Adar. We're reading Parashat Pekudei, the Parsha in which the Mishkan is completed, and the moment it's completed, God's presence resides down on the Mishkan, and lo and behold, Moses cannot enter the Mishkan, for God is there. And there's that sense of frustration of we created something, we wanted something, and it didn't quite happen the way we envisioned. And it correlates to this year with the beginning of the month, the second month of Adar, in which we celebrate Purim. Purim is the holiday of the victory of Mordechai and Esther in the face of great odds. And the name of the holiday, Al Ken Karo et Yamim Ha'elu Purim Al Shem Hapur Hu HaGoral. They call the holiday Purim, named after the lottery, the chance that Haman throws the dice, as it were, from day to day to decide which day the Jewish people will face destruction. And on that day, lo and behold, through a series of twists and turns, things turn around and the Jews are given the right to defend themselves and, in fact, be victorious against their enemies. And we're supposed to be incredibly thrilled, incredibly happy. But it all seems so random. And in fact, many of the halachic decisors cite an expression, the Ramah in the Shulchan Aruch often cites the expression, Ein simcha kehatarat asfekot. There is no greater joy than living without doubt, without uncertainty. And it's surprising that Purim, the day named after this lottery that represents complete uncertainty, is in fact supposed to be the most joyous day. And one suggestion is that, sure, it'd be great if we lived in a world where everything was clear and set and we knew exactly what was going to happen. And after 2 years of a pandemic and a ongoing conflict in Ukraine and Russia, we know that that world is illusionary. And we know that in the real world, there's a lot of uncertainty. And we need to find a way to live alongside that uncertainty. And in fact, perhaps that's what the Ramah suggests. Ein simcha kehatarat. Lahatir is to release the safek, not to lifsuk, not al psikat hasfekot, that he decides this position is right, that position is wrong, but it's a release, lahatir, the safek. Who would have imagined in 1942 Ukraine that in 2022 Ukraine there'd be a Jewish president who's fighting against Russia, that refugees fleeing Ukraine are pretending to be Jews because Jews get better treatment because Israel and many Jewish nonprofits are out there helping. And obviously, all the nonprofits, the Jewish and Israeli nonprofits, help every citizen. But there's an added sense of caring for a fellow Jew. It's v'nafochu, things turn around. Things can turn around in a moment. And the message of joy is, on one hand, it would be nice to have certainty, but perhaps to be able to live with joy, b'hatarat hasfekot, knowing that there's uncertainty, and along that, finding joy in what is. That is, in fact, my blessing as we enter this month that leads the Yemei HaPurim to the day of lots, the day of uncertainty, where we find through that uncertainty joy, blessing for ourselves, our families, our communities, and ultimately the entire world, which is in such desperate need of peace and of blessing during these trying days. Shabbat Shalom v'Chodesh Tov.